So yeah, here I'm gonna just run at the normal mode. Wheels, and the motor is going to be smoothly operating entire power band, like it's not super crazy, but still at the race mode this bike it's going to be just a flip machine. You can loop in left and right, not fast lane riders. Today we're going to take a look at the Altis Sigma 2025 edition, right? This is going to be mechanic review. We're going to go to all the magics and mechanics about this bike, and next video is going to follow with a different bike, right? Today I'm going to show you why the Altis Sigma is one of the best bike in the market and why it's one of the worst in the market at the same bike, right? We're going to bash this all the, we're going to deep dive internals, how the build, fit and finish, quality, and why you should buy it, why you should stay away, right? Comment below what you guys think, and let's start it. Altis Sigma, I can say like this is the model, particular model. It eats any your 450 2-stroke or 4-stroke bikes. I have a 450 dirt bike. That dirt bike, it doesn't come with the tons of mods, right? That doesn't come close to this bike. Reason why, sometimes heavy, sometimes taller. It's all the stuff. How's the power delivery of this bike? So now let's start from the brakes. 260 millimeters on the front, 4 piston brakes, 220 millimeters on the back, 4 piston brakes also. Those hydraulic brakes is a motorcycle grade brakes, so even the fast speed on the downhill, uphill, you grab the brakes and you have a brakes, like strong brakes. The first day it's going to be a little bit smushy, but after a couple times you use, brakes eats up in, and that's it. It's going to be like a stopping power. It's really good on the brake. So now the forks, both is a front and rear adjustable forks. They didn't chip out with the forks. The front is going to be gas suspensions, on the back also the gas suspensions adjustable, tunable, so you can tune your perfect weight, and the bike is going to be super smooth any surface, or you can just on the fly you can tune the suspensions on your weight, depending the terrain, depending the ride you're going to use it, and that's it. It's actually feels really good and planted on the high speed. So now the battery and specs, right? The battery, powertrain, and the frames. So the battery specs, as you can see, it sits very low on the ground, and the motor, and when you go into high speed it's very planted and holds the road like if not any other bikes in the market. So the battery is a 98 volt battery, is a high voltage, is industrial leading batteries, right? Also the motors combined, it's all together. It's like they put a lot of good stuff together, right? So the controller is a multi-tunable controller also. It's reads in very efficient controller, utilize the battery, 98 volt battery. In the motor they use a hair wrapping motor, like a Tesla style motor. So that motor is on the high speed, very efficient. So a lot of dirt bikes like this, electric dirt bikes, when you open up the throttle, when you hit the gas, you're gonna see the batteries like dying. But high voltage battery, it's very dense on the high speed and very good in the discharge and charge. So it comes with a supercharger, right? From the 20% power to 80% power, it's going to be only taking the 2 hours. So boom, 2 hours you charge it, you have a full battery. It's almost a full battery, right? So charging this bike is not the problem at all. So back to the motor. Motor is delivers combined with the controllers, right? They didn't use any parts, they didn't save up the money on any part. So with the controller, with the motor, it's linear power entire band. So they use 520H. The chain, as you can see, it's a motorcycle grade chain. It's not the tiny chain, and that chain, it's last you, even the high torque, it lasts you a decent time, right? You're not going to have any problems, very easy to maintain, and it holds a lot longer. Now the back teeth, you can do the 2 different setup, right? Depending the wheel configuration, or you can do that 39 tooth or the 44 tooth, right? Depending how much torque you want to do it. In my case, I want the top speed like 85 miles, 39 tooth. It's going to be with the 19-inch wheels, and the motor is going to be smoothly operating entire power band, like it's not super crazy. But still, at the race mode, this bike, it's going to be just a flip machine. You can loop in left and right. Not even the 60 miles per hour, you hit the throttle all the way. You can loop the bike. So it's a actually loop machine. You never give the red key no one, either your brothers, right? You have to be careful. If not the professional guys, don't give your red keys because they're gonna loop the bike. I almost looped it twice, right? Just touching the throttle, just testing how the race mode is bad. So the power torque is like crazy. Unless the other bike, they never use the belt conversion. All the surround BS like Light B, Ultra B, and some kind of B Ventus, right? They use the belt to compensate. They lower actually the torque. So you're gonna have a lot of issues. Now this bike use the gears. Only thing you're gonna do, the gear oil change. That's it. There is no maintenance at all. So from the front, from the axle to axle, you have only the one maintenance, just to clean the chain, and that's it. Oil the chain, and that's it. No other maintenance at all, like the other bike. It comes with the full level of regen. Now, the reason why the regen is good, downhill, uphill, casually ride, it's a street ride, or you're going to do the commute, you can use a regen all the way up to high, so it's going to be like stopping the bike really, really fast, or just a regen, it's going to be just slowing the bike. Reason why you can use the regen without any issues on this bike, because the gear drive, so you're never gonna hurt your bike with the, actually you never kill anything on this bike. There is nothing to kill when you're regening except your tires, right? But the other bikes who use the belts, if you're using the regen, either way you have to choose. You're gonna replace the brakes, you stop using the regen, or you're gonna use the regen and you kill your belt, because the belt doesn't last at all. All the surrounds, they have tons of belts. If you guys riding, comment below how many miles you start to changing the gears, in every how many miles you changing the belts, right? Those belts is rips up left and right. So this one doesn't have any that kind of issues. So now come to the frame, right? Aluminum frame, but it's very strong. A lot of bikes use all use aluminum frame, but this one, it's actually entire bike with the battery in the heavier side, like around 160 to 189 pounds. Is almost less than 200 pounds, right? But it's on the heavier side. But all the forums, when you read, a lot of guys flip the bike, a lot of guys loop the bike, crash the bike. You're never gonna see that any of them is damaged the frame. The frame is so strong, you can crash so many times, nothing gonna happen with the frame. So of course, depending on the crash, I'm over exaggerating, but other bikes, like you can just lay the bike and you can see the frame shift, all that stuff. Nothing happens with this kind of frame. So very strong build, the frame. Heavy side again. Now when I say the heavy side, this bike feels at the 75 miles per hour, close to 90 miles per hour. Even my weight, I'm 210 pounds. Even my weight, I can hit them around like 75 miles, and the bike goes just a straight smooth. Other than the other bikes, it hits a lot faster that speed, maybe a little bit faster, but it's scary. I try to Ultra Bs, I try to all these the surround grabs. My kids are always riding with the friends, right? So those bikes doesn't make for the speed. But this one, if you put the regular street tires, like this bike, if you put the supermotors, this is one of the best bike you ever receive it. Comment below what you guys think. If you have Altis Sigma, why I have two of them, and why you guys like it. Tell them who's want to buy it. If you have a cash right now and you just thinking like to get the Altis Sigma, just spend that cash for the Altis Sigma, and you're gonna come back and comment this video. Thank you, Mike. That was the best choice I ever made, right? That's gonna be comment. You're gonna see. So now, the back tires, this is so much tire. It's almost 603 Newton meter of torque. This motor is develops, right? It just puts them. So now, the tire shredder. I just the second name is the tire shredder because the torque monster is here, right? Because they're not the gear, they're not gonna cut the torque because not the belt. Because a lot of belts doesn't hold that much torque, right? You can rip the torque because it's a gear driven. So all the torque, 603 Newton meters of torque, goes to the wheels, right? Actually, it generates the torque through the chain to the wheels, and you're gonna see your tires. It's like shredding left and right. If you're riding all the time, like on the sport mode or the race mode, we never touch. My sons, we never touch the sport, the race mode, and I'm gonna ride in the sport mode, but the sport mode is more than enough, like just a daily ride, daily enjoying, right? So this is so much power in the bike. And a lot of times we go to the I drop off my other kids with the group ride, all that stuff, and when we hear these mosquitoes noise, right? I call them mosquitoes. They cannot lift like 50 pounds, but they always talk the big numbers, right? Start work, all that stuff. They never carry. I bet like 95% of the kids who doesn't off-road, who doesn't do the championship with the dirt bikes, they cannot handle the sport mode on this bike. Who can the sport mode handles, they will crash it all the time, right? So this is how powerful the bike is that. So it's close to 200 pounds. Like I was hearing like young teenagers, they say, oh, this bike is this bike is this, mine is side, right? And because they follow some kind of YouTubers out there, they who push the advertising, who pays them more money, I don't give a shit. This is my kid's bike, right? So how I end up with these bikes? So this bike, I think, is that my older son bought for my younger son because he was riding with the different guys and he likes this bike, so he gave it to him. And my younger son bought to my older son the Ventus, and they put a lot of aftermarket. I'm going to show you in the next video, right? So now they have riding these bikes, right? So also he has a bunch of friends who rides the Stark bikes, all the stuff. Starks are too heavy, and even I cannot handle those 80 horsepower Starks. Even this one, it's going to be more than enough. But back to that, if you want to do a lot of dirt road, off-road riding, this is the ultimate machine to keep the bike on the straight lane, and it's going to handle snow tomorrow, right? It's going to handle really, really good. You're going to be surprised how well this bike is built. You can buy the two different options, MX version 1619 or 1919 in this case. If you're riding a lot of cities, actually get the 1919. Looks way nicer, and it's going to be a little bit torque. You're not going to feel it because you're never going to be fully 100% throttle on the race mode, right? But actually the 16, it's going to be a little bit more torque, it's more punchy, it's more loopy, right? You get a loop all the time. So I think the 1919 version is the one of the best in the bunch. If I buy again like a 3-4 of them, I always buy the 1919 version. 16 is going to be too small, but if you're doing a lot of uphill climbs, all that stuff, like that kind of, off-road jumps, definitely that. But it's 90% of guys, they're not going to go into championship for the off-roading, so you guys don't need it. So this is a mechanical version, was all the buttons and waterproof, and it's like a toughly made, like a motorcycle made. These buttons and the brakes gonna last you many years. You will enjoy this bike with all kind of scenarios, and it's very hard to kill this bike, right? It's nothing get wrong since we bought this bike, since we off-road so many times, both between the red ones and this one. We never had any issues, like absolutely. Only the issue we have is it gets dirt and we wash it out, that's it. Any other issues? Yeah, the looping. Be careful. I'm keep saying you're gonna loop this bike many times. You will do it, so be careful. I almost, just testing the feeling the house, I almost looped it twice, so it's a very crazy bike. So lightings, maybe the other bikes that has a better lighting. Lighting is useful at the night, but we thought we're gonna replace it, but it's okay to ride. The beautiful screen, more informative, and the controllers, as I said before, you can tune this bike the way you want it. You can tune the two keys. The black keys is gonna be a certain speed, the red key is gonna be a certain speed, and you can just give the one key for your friends. Never give it friends with your bike, but you can do that, right? So you can cut off the power, all that stuff. I can cover just all the menus, how to set up. It's a lot of settings inside. You can just enjoy the final tune. So yeah, this is my video. Again, if you have a cash on your hand and you see that Altis Sigma for sale somewhere, just grab it and just enjoy it. You're gonna come back to thank you so many times, because my son has a 250R, Honda 250R. It's a 4-stroke with the 8000 upgrade. Didn't even start looking that bike, right? He just sell it all the crap, and it comes like he rides the Altis Sigma. Like Altis is one of the best. He has he wants to buy the Stark, but he says, why I need the Stark? Even I'm not riding the race mode on this one, and the Stark is a lot heavier. On this one, I can remove the battery and load in the fat bike and the good rack. Gonna be very comfortable. It's gonna be very portable bike and a very powerful bike. And the mark. Hope this video helps you guys. I'm out also in the next video. What do you guys think about this bike? If you have it or if you want to buy it, did they cover everything or not? So I'll see you in the next video.